Hey, a new Facebook scam. At least I've seen this a couple times. Okay, it's very easy for someone to impersonate you. They can use, you can't really, you don't own a name like on Mike Kennedy. There are tons of Mike Kennedys around, right? So it's easy for someone to create a profile and then they just take a picture off your site and they put that on for their thumbnail and then uh, they start impersonating that other person with the idea that they're going to try to scam money out of the people they contact, pretending to be their friends. But I guess it was interesting. I had this just happen to me with this person, that I knew was a daughter in this kind of unique family I knew. And the person's like, saying, "Oh, how are you doing?" "Oh, I'm doing fine. I can't talk right now, but, we're going to bed. I'll talk tomorrow." So sure enough, the person says, "Oh, I want to tell you about what good fortune I've come upon." It's like, what? Number one, I can tell this isn't the person just because the way the person is talking. I know the person, that isn't how they'd say it. And I'm kind of like, yeah, yeah, what good fortune have you come on? And they say, well, you wouldn't believe this, but you can get free money through this family grant program. Family support grant program. A grant, you apply for a grant, doesn't cost anything to get a grant. And a grant means you get money or services and you don't have to pay them back. We actually, because my wife is handicapped, we got a grant to do some things in the house. Now, we never actually had the money, but this is, we got this, amount of money on paper at least, and then they set up the services so they could pay the people to do those things to make the house better for a woman in a wheelchair. And it was great. So, with this family support grant, of course, there's going to be an issue where you have to pay for the registration or fee to fill out the paperwork, the grant paperwork, so you can get this free money. And of course, right there, it tells you that it's fake because grants are free. And I can admit you might have to pay someone to write a grant for some particular thing, but that that would be more of a service and it wouldn't cost that much. I mean, so this is just a whole another level of scam. And so the person, I say to them, "Oh, how many brothers and sisters do you have?" They're like, "What? What are you talking about?" I said, "How many brothers? If you're the real so-and-so, how many brothers and sisters do you have?" And they come out and say, "3 brothers, 2 sisters." And I'm like, "No, you got it wrong." They're like, "What? What do you mean I got it wrong?" "You got it wrong. You're not the right person." Well, then I notice I click on their little thing in Messenger, and it goes up to the heading, and it's got the correct profile picture, it's got the correct name, but then under it, it should be in bright red, it says, "This is not so-and-so who you are friends with on Facebook." So right there, it's telling me right in that header that this person's a fake, that this person has the same name as, maybe they're using the same profile picture, but actually they're not the person that I friended on Facebook. And a lot of times these people, you get these friend requests and you okay them because, let's face it, sometimes people they lose their accounts, they lose their passwords. Some people restart a new Facebook thing, and because they've lost passwords and things. So you do sometimes get another request from a person you friended before to become friends again. But it's also these other people. And, but people should know, whenever someone's telling you how great and how much money they're going to give you, and they just have to charge you a few $100s, you should know right off it's a scam. I told this person, they didn't respond back to me, but if they gave me $100 in gift certificates, I could get them in touch with a Nigerian prince that has like $5 million in an account, and he'll split it with them because he just can't access it. But this person could. And all I need is that, I need that $100 because there's going to be some expenses for me to set up this thing where, you know, you're going to get the check for $2.5 million. But anyway, family support grant, people catfishing. Catfishing means they're pretending to be someone they aren't, and people just trying to generally scam you. But, you know, when you see something like this, first off, ask them a personal question that only they would know and that isn't on a Facebook profile. You don't want to ask them their age or where they live and things like that. You ask them something personal, and you'll figure it out pretty quick. Bye.